Yo guys, how's it going? We're here for another episode of One Club Hero. Starting today's episode off with a few quick training exercises. I was trying to get the stats up. Once again, like I said in the last episode, I'm gonna speed up the training sessions as it'll take too long otherwise to get through the seasons, and I want to get through them quite quickly. Otherwise, I probably won't ever be able to finish this. But going on to this, with like I say, going through some of the training sessions, I'll just speed them up or whatever, like I'm doing now. And I'll add 2 matches per episode after this. I think after this episode or the next episode, I should be able to do, say, 2 matches per episode. One, I couldn't do it this episode because of what you'll see later on in the episode. You won't be able, I wasn't, the episode would have been way too long if I did put another match in there. But we do go into our first League Cup match in this episode. So we've had basically 2 debuts in 2 competitions in 2 episodes now. Well, we'll have when we get into the match, where hopefully, like I said before, because it isn't me managing the teams as much, I ain't gonna care. I just want to win everything I can. Like, one thing I definitely want to win while we're here in I think it only last year, League 2 and League 1, is the Johnson's Paint Trophy, because then I want to win literally every trophy I possibly can with this club. So Johnson's Paint Trophy, the League Cup, or is it Capital One Cup now, I think, the FA Cup, also the Premier League, and all the league ones like League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier League, and then hopefully, if we can get that far into the series, hopefully be able to win at least one of the European Championships, because I think it'll be quite difficult to win both, because it's the fact of getting positions in that's the most difficult, is the fact of getting into them positions. More than anything, it's not the fact of winning them, it's the fact of getting into them positions. And like I was saying before, this is one of the competitions we definitely want to win before the end of the series, and hopefully it'll be one of the first as well. It won't be the absolute first, because I don't think we'll win it this season at all. We'll get demolished in one of the rounds, if not this one. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to do it in this season. Hopefully, I think we have a chance in the Johnson's Paint Trophy, because, like I say, it's only this league and League 1, so I think there's a better chance of us winning that. And hopefully the league title as well this season, that'll be quite good to win as well. Which is also going to be difficult, is the league titles. It's the fact that in the League 2, League 1 and Championship, if you get promoted, then you can't exactly win that title. Even though you do I believe you get a trophy for winning the playoffs, but I ain't going to be able to win every single one. Otherwise I'll have to go up a division, then go back down, win it again, and then go back up, and keep doing it for a couple of divisions. I ain't doing that. It'll take way too long. But we will try and win as many trophies as possible, hopefully. As you see, we start this game off pretty poorly, and in the 30th minute, we concede the first goal against Fulham, who, honestly, in this game, were such a difficult team to play against. Not just for the fact of, I've got to play with the AI, and they've got to create chances, and they've got to defend. It was literally, I couldn't break them down either. It was really difficult to try and get in behind the defence. And even when I was getting in behind them, the keeper was equal to whatever we were throwing at them. And there wasn't many chances as such by us. And the shots we did have were just absolutely terrible. And there was no point in showing them. As you see, they do go 1-0 up. And just before half time, we come on the attack and they have a massive gap in the defence. As we take on the men, we give the ball inside, but unluckily, Green puts the ball wide and high of the goal. It was miles wide. I don't know how he hit that shot because it just absolutely scuffed it to, I don't know what. I think he must have chopped half of the ball off with that because that was absolutely dreadful shot. As we come forward again in the 50th minute, trying to find that space, but unluckily again we couldn't quite find anything. As we get a corner after the ball goes out, we try and get the header off, couldn't quite do it. As we come forward still on the ball, getting quite lucky here, we get on the ball, get into the box, try and cut back, takes a shot, but it gets put miles wide. Not a good shot at all. And I don't know, like I say, the defence were doing very, very good in this game. And the thing is, in this game, most of the things I was doing was passing the ball. It wasn't me making it, it was me more creating the chances than putting them away in this game, it was difficult, but I played better in that role in this match. As you see, they come forward and put a header just wide of the post. And we just couldn't break them down, and I just had to try and find as much space with the players and try and pass the ball more with me instead of them passing it to me and me putting the shots in. It was more the other way around in this game. But as you see here, they come forward on the ball again, trying to make that space. They cut inside, they take a shot, but Allsop is equal to it. And he is going to be a big part of our season this season because he's playing brilliantly. As you see again, he makes another save from a header from the corner. And he was probably our man of the match in this game because of how well he played. He was saving pretty much everything, and fair enough, he made a couple of mistakes, but most of the time he was equal to whatever they were throwing at him, and it was more the defence's fault than it was Allsop's in this game, I believe. That's what I think, at least. As you see there, he made 4 saves up until this point, as they have another corner after he tips the ball over the bar. They whip the ball in to the front post again, but it gets cleared out, but only as far as their defence in Ryan Sessegnon, who passes the ball inside, gives it to Callas, who loses the ball horribly, and we were sat through on the attack, and it was a dodgy pass, but it got through somehow, and we use our pace. I try and finesse the shot into the far corner, the keeper saves it, but luckily it comes back to us, and it goes into the back of the net for 1 apiece. And you do not understand how happy I was when that went in the back of the net, because I think I was burnt. Most of the chances I was getting, I was absolutely destroying every chance. But as I thought I destroyed it there, I absolutely shit myself when that got saved. I thought that I'd absolutely fluffed the chance. And then when I took that shot, from the position you are when you first take the shot, it looked like I was putting the ball wide, and it was horrible. But again, a debut in the Capital One Cup, and we get our first goal in it as they come straight up the other end of the pitch again and put another one in the back of the net to make it 2-1. And out of everyone that could have scored that goal, and I would like to have scored that goal, it was a centre back, which makes it even more worse. But let's not concentrate on that, because that is absolutely dreadful. But that, for a defender to put that kind of finish into the back of the net, unreal. might have to look at to signing him for Burton or something if he's going to be putting in finishes like that, if he can come forward with the ball as well, because that was an unreal shot. And he puts the ball in the back of the net and sends us back behind once again to make it 2-1. As we come forward on the attack again in the 90th minute, we get some space, but unluckily the keeper was equal to it again. Like I said, he was playing very well in this game, and we couldn't really put much past him. And the shots that we did have weren't exactly the best, but the shots we were having that were decent, he was still equal to them, and we just couldn't do anything with the ball as such. As we get a corner from this opportunity, you see us standing in the middle of the pitch. The keeper comes up for it as we try and just call for the pass here. It goes over our heads. It gets knocked at. It was a good header, but just wide of the post. As Allsop stays up for the corner again, trying to get us back into this game and hopefully send us into extra time. As we call for the shot, we take a shot, but it gets put in at the back post by Green, I believe it is. It is. I was so happy when this goal went in, but the thing that really annoyed me was the fact that when it came off my head, I took a shot and it wasn't a pass, so it didn't actually count as an assist for me. Otherwise, it would have been 2 goals and 2 assists in 2 debuts, and that would have been absolutely unreal. But he does put the ball in the back of the net to make it 2 apiece at the last piece of play, pretty much for full time. And after that, I thought, oh, here we go. Maybe we actually have a chance in this game, because we were on the back foot for pretty much all the game, apart from a couple of chances. As we get a free kick here, whips the ball in, and again, it was just the unluckiness of me in a sense of not being able to get an assist out of this. But the fact that we've put it into the back of the net and we're leading against the championship side, and they're not a bad championship side either, and it's 3-2 in extra time. As you see, it was a brilliant ball onto Reed's head, who knocks it forward, and it's in the back of the net. And honestly, when this goal had gone in, I was jumping everywhere. It was unreal. I didn't think that I even had a chance in this game as such. When it first happened, I thought, fair enough, we'll play and we'll try. As you see, we get another attack here, and we take it through and smash the ball straight at the keeper. And like I was saying earlier about us just ruining and destroying chances, this was one of them. Some of the most open chances I had, even compared to the last game. We had some better open chances in this game, and I just fluffed them all. But as they come forward again in the last minute of the first half of extra time, Piazon puts the ball into the back of the net again and equals it up again to make it 3 apiece. And honestly, I was thinking this was all my fault at this point, because if it wasn't for me missing the last shot, that wouldn't have even happened. We wouldn't have had the corner that they then counter-attacked on and scored that goal. So if I'd put that in, then we'd be in the lead by more, and we wouldn't be we wouldn't be drawing the game at all. Which is absolutely, I couldn't explain how unhappy I was when that went in the back of the net. And it does make it 3 apiece as we come forward in the second half of extra time, trying to get that space, trying to find a bit of space, and we take it again and again. It goes wide of the post, and again we fluff another easy opportunity. I don't know, just everything I was trying in this game just was not working whatsoever. As we take that there, and it was just absolute nightmare. As we take a shot and that somehow goes on target, even though it wasn't any trouble for the keeper, but I did actually get that shot on target. Don't know how, because it was a shit header, but it does go wide. He does tip it over for another corner, but honestly, that didn't come to anything. But the amount of chances I wasted in that game was absolutely dreadful, as that was the end of extra time as well. It ended 3 apiece, and we go through onto penalties here. And honestly, at this point I thought, here we go, we're just going to absolutely fluff it at the final hurdle here, and it ain't going to work out for us whatsoever. And we was just trying to get anything out of this as we possibly could. We went into this penalty just not expecting much out of it, but we do get the first penalty saved, and then our play, it just didn't start well. As we went, it was one penalty each, and we both missed. As Reed steps up to take his, and it gets saved in the left-hand corner, and this makes it 2-0 and 1-0. In this, he puts the shot well wide of the target, and it's still no goals each in this penalty shootout. As they step up to take another one, and then Allsop luckily saves it again to make it here to 5 penalties without a shot in goal. But luckily our player does put it into the back of the net to make it at least 1. As now we step up to take ours, and again it gets saved. And honestly, about the chances being missed, I was just absolutely fluffing everything, and they put theirs into the back of the net just to rub salt in the wounds for me, as that was all of their this was the last penalty for them, and they do miss it. It does get saved by Allsop, so that means if we score this penalty, we win the game. And hopefully, and Green steps up and puts it into the back of the net to make it 2-1 in the penalty shootout, which is absolutely terrific for us. And like I said about us spurning chances in that game, it just proved it how we missed the penalty as well. Honestly, I don't know what happened in that game, but Green, he was basically our saviour in this game, because he provided us with the assist in the first goal. He scored the second. Didn't do it in the third, I don't believe. But honestly, if it wasn't for him, we would have lost this game well before we even had the chance to even go into the game, to be honest. But that is how the game ends. And this is the end of today's episode, guys. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy them, please leave a like. And also, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and you like these videos. And peace.